Shalom. Foremost, I want to start out by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Rakakadash, the honors to the elders and apostle, the edification and knowledge. And to Wadiyah Bashim Yoshai for putting the spirit of elders and apostles so we can become edified regarding this truth and knowledge. Call Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Rakakadash, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Rakakadash, in the name of the Father, and His only begotten Son, truth and spirit. Begin. I want to go to Isaiah 13th chapter. Isaiah 13th chapter. Isaiah 13th chapter, 17 through 22nd verse. And this relates to pretty much the destruction of Babylon. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, which are the Russians, against them, which shall not regard silver, and ask for gold, and they shall not delight in it. So money, silver, gold, and other pretty much trinkets are not going to, you're not going to persuade them with that. 18, their bows also shall dash young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity upon the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And relate to also them Gurga troops, man, them Russian troops and different types of foreign troops, man. They're not going to regard when they come over here, man, because they had no ties, they had no allegiance here. So they're not going to have pity. They're not going to have pity on young or old, you know. They're gonna come pretty much with a mission in hand, man. Number 19. And Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh have overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So pretty much the legacy, the beauty, the glory relating to Babylon is going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah, symbolically, because the destruction that's going to come upon it, man. Let's go to, let's continue on. Number 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So it's going to be a desolate place after relating to judgment, man. "21. And the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there." 22. And the wild beast of the owl shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So pretty much the destruction of Babylon, man. Courtesy of pretty much the nuclear missiles, the ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. This place is going to be desolated, man. In 1 hour, that great city of Babylon, that judgment comes, relating to Revelations 18 and 10. Let's go to Isaiah 54 and 16. Isaiah 54 and 16. "And behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy," man. Through that blacksmith to create that instrument ultimately for destruction, man. And that's symbolically what was going to be used to be the destroyer, man. Let's go to go to Jeremiah 50, 20, Jeremiah 50, 22 through 29. Jeremiah, go there. Jeremiah 50 through 22. A sound of battle in the land, and a great destruction. That sound of battle, man, is war. How is the hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become desolate among the nations? The hammer of the earth, man. The hammer is a tool to implement punishment, man. So Babylon is that hammer, man. They're a hammer of the earth, man. Because ultimately, Job 9:24, the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked, and by thy sword, relating to Genesis 27, by thy sword thou shalt live. You know, their blessings the sword. So through that sword, they become that hammer. They are that hammer. They are that weapon, man. And they've been hammering all over the earth historically, man, upon these other nations, man. Through different forms of tactics of intimidation, man. Internationally, domestically. I have laid a snare for thee. Number 24. And thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. So the Lord ultimately laid a snare for Babylon, ultimately, because it's transgressed against the Lord. It's blasphemy against the Lord. It's did all kinds of things against the Lord, His only begotten Son, man. So the Lord has an issue and controversy with Babylon, man, regarding judgment, man. So ultimately, that snares and traps is going to be set on Babylon, using other entities at the Lord's disposal to catch Babylon in that trap, man. 25. And the Lord have opened His armory, and have brought forth the weapons of His indignation, which is a righteous anger. For this is the work of the Lord of hosts, God of hosts, which is armies, in the land of the Chaldeans, which is Babylon. Come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. And that's what's going to happen, man. All her supplies, all her victuals, all the delicacies, the luxuries. The Lord is going to allow Babylon to be visited, man, because she's the daughter of that virgin daughter of Babylon, because she's never been touched, man. But the Lord is going to allow her to be touched, man, by ultimately Yahweh Shem Yeshua's judgment, man. 27. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe into them, for the day is come, the time of their visitation, the time of the visitation relating to judgment of Babylon is coming upon, man. It's getting nigh, man. Romans 13:11, high time to wake out of sleep, because our salvation may be nearer than we believe, man. So we have to pay attention, be awoke, be sober, be vigilant, man. You know? 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of His temple. 29. Called together the archers against Babylon. The archers relates to the missiles that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to according to her works. Her works relates to her deeds, her actions, things she have done. According to all that she have done, do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord. And that relates to that pride against the Holy One of Israel, man. She's been proud against the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yeshua, relating to that pride and what she has done to the apple of the Lord's eye, man, regarding treatment, man. So the Lord has an indignation for Babylon, man. And she's going to be judged for that, man. She's going to be, the scripture talking about 18, she's going to give her double, and that's that recompense, man. That's a Revelations 18. Let's go to Isaiah. Actually, Jeremiah 51, Shalakia, next chapter over. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. All the earth has been drunken off Babylon, relating to the policies, philosophies, ideologies, the ways of that Western philosophies, man, the ways of the Western culture, man, has influenced these countries, man. Even countries that don't like really being influenced by the West have been influenced, man. So they've been drunken from relating to those wines, man. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, because they realize it is not what it's cracked up to be. They realize it's a bunch of nonsense, man. So they're waking up and they don't like certain things. And these nations are beginning to look at Babylon cross-eyed with question mark, man. Even the allied nations, the other nations, man. They distant themselves from her, because Babylon represents a woman. She's the daughter of Great Britain, which it was through Great Britain passed down, which is the eighth head. The eighth head represents what? America. The continuation through that ancient Roman customs, man, through America. The continuation of that. Anyways, continue. So they're becoming mad relating to that wine, man. Number 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. And balm is what? Some ointment, basically, to soothe pain, for example, arthritis and different things. Let's read it again. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. You can't heal Babylon. She can't be healed, man. Number 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into their own country, every person to their own people, their own kind, their own country. Micah 2:10, arise ye, for depart. This is not a place of your rest. It shall destroy you even with a sword of destruction. Micah 2:10. We would have healed Babylon. Number 9 again. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth into the heavens, and is lifted up even into the skies. Because the Lord has remembered her iniquities, man. The pollutedness, the excessive pollutedness of her wickedness, and the ways she had done historically, pretty much all over the earth, man. So the Lord remember all that, especially to relate to the apple of the Lord's eye, man. Let's go to let's go to Revelations 9 and 12. Revelations 9 and 12. This is Revelations 9 and 12. One woe is past, World War I. Behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Now, no two woes relates to World War II, World War III, man. It's proof that talking about world wars are World War I, II, and III talk about in the Bible. Revelations 9, 12, Revelations 11 and 14. That means these things are going to come to pass. 11 and 14. The second woe is past, which is Second World War. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly, and that's what's going to come. It's going to come quickly. And that relates to World War III. And relating to Second Ezra, talking about the terrifying vision of warfare, man. Ezra seeing that terrifying vision of warfare, that relates to World War III, man. And that's to come, man. Relating to Second Ezra, 15th chapter. The prophet Ezra seen relating to the latter times, the horrors that's come. Part of the horrors is World War III, man. Now, some might not believe that, but the scripture I just read pretty much solidify that. That's what's going to happen, man. This is just a few scriptures relating to something short. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yoshua Bashim Rakakadash. This is Brother Zayab, which means wolf. I hope this helps whoever listens. Thanks. Shalom.